What's going on, Move Athletes? Doc Miguel here from Move Athletics, and I wanted to come on here to make this video because I want to talk about all things lunging, and more specifically knee pain with lunging, because that's something we're hearing a lot in the clinic, and I want to kind of debunk some myths. A lot of people are coming in and saying, hey, lunging is causing my knee pain, and that's just simply not the truth. Despite what you see on the internet, despite what you see on Instagram, other people telling you, a lot of times you'll see the people just like doing a lunge, and all of a sudden their knee explodes. That's simply not the case, and that just brings fear into people's minds. So I wanted to come on today to just kind of debunk some theories behind lunging and really give you 3 faults that we see in clinic that could either improve your lunge and get rid of some of that knee pain so you don't have to be dealing with this anymore, all right? So fault number 1 that we see, especially with the lunge, is what is a lunge, right? A lot of times people will just jump into a gym and they'll have them do a progression where they're stepping forward, coming up, and coming back. And that's the lunge variation of choice. What I'm here to say is, hey, you have to earn that right. That's not a movement that's just like the first thing that you should be doing. There's progressions, and you need to master the progressions and regressions of that movement in order to execute that movement correctly with no pain, right? So when we're breaking down what a lunge is and the regressions to that, the first regressions is just get yourself in the position. Get yourself into a 90-degree angle in the front, 90-degree angle in the back, and then just lift up about 2 inches off the ground and just hold. If you can't hold yourself up in that position, you shouldn't be doing that first variation when you're stepping forward. This is your primary pillar. Master this regression to then work towards that progression. So once you've mastered that hold, the next piece is, now we're just going up and down. Up and then back down. That's a split squat. That's a second progression in this whole series. Once you've mastered those 2, the next thing is, now we're going to step back and go into what we call a reverse lunge. Typically, because you shift your weight back, there's going to be less pressure on the knee, and it's more knee friendly. Once you've mastered those 3, then guess what? Now you've earned your right to go into that regular lunge, which is just a step forward, down, up, and back. So if you see, when I say master the progressions and regressions, you have to understand that there's a spectrum of things, and you have to earn your way up to that lunge, right? Fault number 2 that we see is you're doing the right movement but using the wrong muscles. A lot of times when people step into their lunge, they use their back foot to kind of push them forward and back, and that can lead to a lot of pain. We see a lot of forward and back translation, but really what we want to see is up and down movement. So for example, if I step, a lot of times we'll see people shift their body weight over, putting a lot of pressure on their knee, but then they'll use their back foot to pull themselves out of that position. That's not necessarily correct. When you do a lunge, you want to step into a split squat, which we just described, go up, down, and then step back. So, same thing. I step, I come down, I look like I'm 90-90, I come back up, and then I take my step back. That's going to take the pressure off of your knee, make that whole experience so much better, right? And now you're using the right muscles, you're using your glutes, you're using your quads, you're using your hamstrings, you're using everything in the right manner so you can limit the amount of discomfort you might have and the amount of pressure you might have in that knee, right? So fault 3, and this is a big one that we see, people like to load the movement with a barbell way too quick. You have to find the tool of choice for you. Try it with the dumbbells, try it with a kettlebell, try it with a sandbag. Just master your own body first. But you're looking for a tool where you can complete that motion with the least amount of compensation or discomfort, right? Once you've kind of pick and choose and try them all, whichever one that allows you to do the motion with the less amount of compensation and discomfort, or hopefully none of those, right? That's your tool of choice. Master the regressions and progressions with that tool first, and then to switch things up, then add a different tool or change up your tool, right? So if you're going to take these faults and kind of implement it into your training, make sure you have somebody watching you, whether it's a trainer, which is a physical therapist, whether it's you in the mirror. Just make sure you're doing the right things and understanding that you have to earn your way up, right? If you've tried these things out and you still have knee pain, give us a call. Let's see if we can actually help, because the pain might not be stemming from the movement. The pain might be actually coming from something deeper that we need to figure that out so we can help progress you back into those movements and get you back into the gym. So give these things a shot. If you still have some trouble, let us know. We're always here to help. All right, guys, take it easy. Till next time.